Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. APW Sports signing in, and it is time for give my award predictions, and I'm gonna throw in the Super Bowl predictions for this upcoming 2023 NFL season. But before I get into those, aren't we glad that football is back?
Yes! Yes! Hallelujah!
Before I do that, make sure you guys give this video a like as it continues to help this channel to grow. And if you guys are not sub and you enjoy football content like this, make sure you click the sub button and notification bell so you will not miss any of the videos that I post. But without further ado, let's dive into it. First, I'm going to give my thoughts on the comeback player of the year, and I think this is probably going to be none other than Damar Hamlin. From the way that he looked on that fateful night and to what he looks like now, being able to be back on the field, being able to play football, that's just a positive comeback story in its own right. And I honestly just think he's got the war before the season even starts, and I'm just glad that he's A, alive and well, and B, able to go back to doing what he loves, and that is playing the game of football at a high level. Shout out to you, Damar Hamlin, and shout out to the medical staff that really helped him come back. I think this is a runaway award. Comeback player of the year easily goes to Damar Hamlin. Now we're going to go into the coach of the year. I'm going to give two of my runner-ups, guys who I think we're going to be in contention for that award. Number one will be Robert Saleh of the New York Jets. I just think the addition of Aaron Rodgers and what he can possibly have this team do, possibly win the AFC East, I think he's going to be in contention for that award. And another one is, might be a little bit biased, but Matt Eberflus turning this team from the worst team of football, and I think they are going to do a lot better in 2023. And if this team even sniffs the playoffs or goes into the playoffs, I could possibly see it where Matt Eberflus can possibly win Coach of the Year. But my winner and my pick for Coach of the Year is going to have to go to Sean Payton of the Denver Broncos. The weapons that he has with Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy when he comes back healthy, with Russell Wilson, Javonte Williams, the running game is going to be a lot better. On defense, they're led by a guy who could be potentially mentioned later in this video, and Patrick Surtain is second. Justin Simmons is one of the more underrated safeties in my opinion. And I think the things that Sean Payton can bring to this Denver Broncos offense that were missing last year, I think can elevate this Denver Broncos team to possibly a playoff spot. I'm not going to necessarily say win the division because I still think the Chiefs are going to do that, but they make the playoffs and their team looks a lot better than what they did last year. I think Sean Payton is going to be the recipient of the Coach of the Year in 2023. Now it's time to talk about the Rookies of the Year on each side of the ball. The Defensive Rookie of the Year candidates, I think, will be Will Anderson Jr. coming out of Alabama for the Houston Texans. I think he's just going to have a lot of opportunity to put up some numbers, and I think he's going to be in contention. And Jalen Carter of the Philadelphia Eagles, I don't think he's going to win it, but he's going to be right in contention. If he stays healthy and if everything is in flow, I think Jalen Carter is going to be one of the more dominant rookies. But I think the winner of this award will go to Will McDonald from the New York Jets. And yes, that means the Jets will have back-to-back winners of the Defensive Rookie of the Year for 2022 with Sauce Gardner, and now this year with Will McDonald. I just think he's going to get ample opportunity with Jermaine Johnson on the other side. That's probably going to garner more of the attention. Bryce Huff. I just think Will McDonald is going to have a lot of opportunity to put up some really good numbers, and a Jets defense that is already a top 5 defense in the NFL. You add a guy who can come off the edge and get to the quarterback like Will McDonald. I just think with the opportunities that he's going to see, a lot of one-on-one situations and the way that he can run the passer, I just think that he is going to be a guy that is going to win the Defensive Rookie of the Year award. It's a sleeper pick. A lot of people are not going with this. They're going with the more popular picks in Will Anderson and Jalen Carter, but I just think Will McDonald could be a guy that could sneak in there and win this award in 2023. Now, let's go to the Offensive Rookie of the Year. I'm going to go with my candidates with a guy like Bryce Young from the Carolina Panthers, C.J. Stroud from the Ohio State University from the Houston Texans. I think those two quarterbacks, they're already starting week 1. I think they're going to be the better passing quarterbacks out of the rookie class. We know Anthony Richardson is a guy that can see this candidacy as well, but I also think that Anthony Richardson is not going to be as prolific throwing the football as Stroud and as Bryce Young. But neither one of those guys are going to be my winner. The winner of the Offensive Rookie of the Year, in my opinion, is going to be Bijan Robinson out of Texas, the running back from the Atlanta Falcons. I just think the load that he's going to have to carry in this offense, especially with the young quarterback like Desmond Ridder, Tyler Algier still on the roster, even though I think Bijan Robinson is probably going to see more opportunity. Cordell Patterson is still on the roster as well. But I just think with the weapons that they have with the Falcons and pressure that they're probably going to take off of Desmond Ridder, I think Bijan Robinson is a guy that's going to see a lot of opportunity running the football. And I think with that offensive line, that is a solid offensive line with the Falcons, I think he's going to get a lot of opportunity, and he's going to probably rush for over 1,000 yards, and he's probably going to do some things out of the backfield as well to utilize his weaponry. So I think he is going to be the guy that is going to win the Offensive Rookie of the Year award. Now for my Offensive Defensive Player of the Year winners, Defensive Player of the Year, my candidate is going to be Patrick Surtain II from the Denver Broncos. Of course, you're going to have Sauce Gardner. And I think a person who can win this award, but I don't think will this year, is a guy like Myles Garrett. I think he's going to be one of the top candidates for this award. But I think the award winner for Defensive Player of the Year is going to be Micah Parsons. I just think some of the ways that he could dominate the football game, he's not just a guy that they throw on the edge. He is very versatile within the Cowboys defense, rushing the passer in coverage, making so many plays happen within the course of a football game and game-changing plays. I just think a guy with Micah Parsons' ability and with this defense, I think is going to be top tier this year with the addition of Stephon Gilmore along with Trayvon Diggs and along with a guy like DeMarcus Lawrence. I just feel that a guy like him is going to be the winner of Defensive Player of the Year for the 2023 year. Now we're going to go into the Offensive Player of the Year. Candidates can be from Devontae Adams, can be from a guy like Justin Jefferson, can be from a guy possibly like a Josh Allen. But my winner of Offensive Player of the Year is going to go to Jamar Chase. I just think he's going to have a bounce back year with Joe Burrow, with Jamar Chase dealing with a bit of an injury last year. I think he is going to be a guy that kind of have a season similar to what his college teammate Justin Jefferson did last year. I just think he is going to explode even further in 2023. And I think he is going to be such a player, such a game-changing player for the NFL and Cincinnati Bengals team that he is going to be the winner of the Offensive Player of the Year. Now, MVP, I'm going to go with the candidates. Like, of course, you're going to have Patrick Mahomes in the running. Now, of course, you're going to have possibly Michael Parsons sneaking there from the defensive side of the ball. Of course, you're going to have possibly a Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, a dark horse, but I don't think he's going to be there, is Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert. But my winner for MVP is going to go to Joe Burrow, quarterback of the Bengals. I just really believe, even though he's dealing with a little bit of an injury now, that Joe Burrow is going to massively explode during this 2023 season. Of course, he has the contract coming up, and I think that's even more of motivation for Joe Burrow to really just come out there and flat out play really good football. The offensive line has improved. You still have Chase, you still have Boyd, you still have Higgins, you have Joe Mixon in the backfield. So I would just really believe everything is going to come together for the Cincinnati Bengals and this team in 2023 and elevate Joe Burrow to win his first league MVP award in 2023. Now we're going to transition to the teams that I think will end up making the Super Bowl. For the AFC representative, it's surprisingly not going to be the Bengals. I just don't think they have a good enough defense. It is going to be the Buffalo Bills. I know if you guys have watched me over the course of the last couple of years, I've picked the Bills, and I think this is the year that the Bills get it done. They might slack a little bit in the regular season. I don't think they're going to make the #1 seed. They are going to be the representative of the AFC in the Super Bowl. A representative in the NFC, I just don't see anybody being better than the Eagles in the NFC, and I think the Eagles are going to represent the NFC yet again in this upcoming Super Bowl. And my winner, yes, I am going to roll with the Buffalo Bills as my Super Bowl pick for the 2023 NFL season. I just think this is the year the Bills have to put it all together, and I think this is the time that they're going to do it. In 2023, I just truly believe that Josh Allen is going to rebound and get better in the playoffs. I just think this defense fully healthy, Tre'Davious White, Von Miller, is going to be a team that really must make a lot of noise. Offensively, we already know what they can be with Allen. They have James Cook, who I think will be a game changer for that offense, and they're going to be more able to run the football. Of course, Stephon Diggs, of course, Gabe Davis, Dawson Knox. I just truly believe that this is the Bills' year to do it and win the Super Bowl. So, if you guys agree or disagree with anything that I have in this video, make sure you leave in the comments down below. APW Sports signing out. Make sure you guys have a great next day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.